The cold autumn wind swept through Stonebridge, Oregon, as Owen Parker tightened the worn zipper on his faded jacket. At 36 years old, Owen had learned that life could change in a single day. 2 years earlier, he had lost his wife, Emily, in a tragic highway accident. Since then, every morning began with packing lunches for his 8-year-old daughter, Lily, before working whatever jobs he could find. Bills piled up faster than paychecks. Some nights Owen skipped dinner so Lily could have enough to eat. Yet he never complained. Every promise he made to his daughter mattered more than his own comfort. One rainy Monday morning, Owen noticed an advertisement outside the Grand Ashford Hotel. Hiring overnight security officer. Experience preferred. Although he had no formal security background, Owen had spent years volunteering with neighborhood safety programs and knew he could protect people. He believed honesty and responsibility were just as valuable as experience. Inside the hotel's bright marble lobby, expensive suits and polished shoes surrounded him. Applicants whispered as Owen walked toward the reception desk. "Looks like somebody came to ask for spare change." One man laughed quietly. Another applicant smirked. "Maybe the interview is for cleaning windows." Owen heard every word but ignored them. His daughter had taught him something important. People who laugh at others often know very little about them. The receptionist kindly handed Owen an application. "Please have a seat. The hiring manager will call you shortly." As he waited, an elderly businessman hurried through the revolving doors while speaking on his phone. Without realizing it, he dropped a thick leather envelope beside a chair. Nobody noticed. Everyone remained focused on their own conversations. Owen bent down and picked it up. Inside were several $1,000s in cash, business contracts, and identification documents. For one brief moment, Owen imagined how much that money could help. Rent was overdue. Lily needed new shoes. Their electricity bill remained unpaid. But another thought immediately replaced it. If this belonged to me, I'd pray someone returned it. Without hesitation, Owen sprinted outside into the pouring rain. The businessman had already crossed the busy street. "Sir," Owen shouted. Traffic splashed water across his clothes as he ran between parked cars. Finally, the businessman turned. "You dropped this." The man's face turned pale as he opened the envelope. "My goodness. Everything is here." He looked at Owen with disbelief. "I don't know how to thank you." Owen smiled softly. "You don't owe me anything. I just did what was right." The businessman quietly nodded before walking away. Owen returned to the hotel lobby, completely soaked. Several applicants laughed again. "You chased somebody just to return money? You could have solved your problems." Owen simply sat back down. Unknown to everyone in the room, every second had been recorded by the hotel's security cameras. A few minutes later, the hiring manager entered. "Mr. Owen Parker?" Owen stood. Instead of leading him to the interview room, the manager escorted him upstairs to the executive office. Waiting there was the same elderly businessman. He smiled warmly. "My name is Richard Hale. I'm the owner of this hotel." Owen looked surprised. Richard continued. "Today's interview ended the moment you returned my envelope. I've interviewed hundreds of applicants with impressive resumes. But character cannot be taught. You showed honesty when nobody expected it. You chose integrity over desperation." Richard slid a folder across the desk. "This isn't an offer for overnight security. It's an offer to become our chief security supervisor." The salary was nearly 3 times higher than Owen had hoped for. His hands trembled. I don't know what to say." Richard smiled. "Just promise you'll protect this place with the same honesty you protected my future." Owen accepted the job with tears in his eyes. That evening he stopped by a small bakery before heading home. For the first time in months, he bought Lily her favorite chocolate cake. When he opened the apartment door, Lily ran into his arms. "Did you get the job, Dad?" Owen hugged her tightly. "Yes, and something even better." They celebrated with laughter, warm food, and hope instead of worry. Sometimes life doesn't reward the strongest person. It rewards the one who chooses honesty even when no one is watching. Integrity opens doors that talent alone never can.